There is a new T20 league in town called the South Africa T20 League. But the big news point is still the IPL. You may ask why? Well, the answer is a simple one. All of the bids that came in for the 6 franchises of the South Africa T20 League, IPL owners are set to buy all those 6 teams. IPL is expanding its footprint around the globe, and this is another step forward. The new South Africa T20 League will start in January, and former South Africa captain Greame Smith will head the tournament as commissioner. Let's quickly take you through these teams and who these owners are. The Cape Town team has been bought by Reliance Industries that owns Mumbai Indians. Johannesburg has been picked up by Chennai owners, the Chennai Super Kings Sports Limited. Durban goes to Lucknow owners, Sanjeev Goenka's RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, while Port Elizabeth falls in the lap of Sun TV Group that owns Sunrisers Hyderabad. Team Pretoria goes to the Jindal Southwest Sports owned by Parth Jindal, who is also one of the owners of the Delhi Capitals team, while PAL has been bought by the owners of Rajasthan Royals, Manoj Badale of Emerging Media, IPL Limited, and Lachlan Murdoch of Blue Water Estate Limited. The South Africa T20 League is likely to allow 4 international players in the playing 11, with the player's salary capped at $1.5 million. As of now, the Indian players are not expected to participate in this league, but given South Africa Cricket's ambitious plans for the league, it will be interesting to see whether BCCI allows Indian players to participate in this newly formed league. Well, to discuss this and more, we are joined by our guest at this time, Amrit Mathur. Amrit Mathur, IPL team owners buying T20 franchises across the globe. What does it mean for the IPL brand?
I think it's very good for the franchise brands. You know, in India, they've been playing 15 years. It's time to extend the brand overseas. That's why we've seen IPL teams buying into the CPL in the West Indies. There have been teams who are now also part of the Emirates League in Dubai, which is also in the starting January, February. And now it's an extension of business. You know, you have a brand which needs to be active through the year. The IPL in India is only an 8-week event. So I think it makes eminent business sense to go overseas, find new fans, go into new territories, strengthen your brand. So I think it's a very sound commercial decision by the franchise owners to go to South Africa. Right.
How impactful do you think this is going to be for South Africa cricket? Because South Africa cricket is in a bit of a turmoil. Do you think these money bags pumping in will change anything for South Africa cricket and help produce more cricketers for this league?
Well, I think most certainly, because South Africa, as I said, is in turmoil. There have been governance issues, there have been lack of financial support, they have struggled for sponsorships, the players have left and gone overseas to look for better opportunities. So I think for South Africa cricket, it's not only a commercial boost, but also a way of strengthening their cricket and to retain their players. Now, that's been the formula all over, because if you see there are these leagues which are in Australia, which are in England, Dubai now, West Indies, everywhere. South Africa was the only major country which was missing out. So I think it makes sense for them to start a league of their own and to attract foreign players, foreign investment, foreign expertise. So I think it's commercially good and it's good from the cricket standpoint.
Let us also talk about the Indian players. So far, BCCI has barred Indian players from participating in other T20 leagues in order to protect the IPL brand. Do you think they will make an exception in this case, given the number of owners, the number of IPL team owners involved in this competition?
No, I don't think that's going to change, because the IPL has been built on some very sound commercial principles, and one of those is that Indian players will remain in India and not participate or add to the strength of foreign leagues. So I don't think that's going to change, because if you make an exception for South Africa, you have to do the same thing for the BBL, for the CPL, for the 100 and everywhere else. So I think that's the challenge every foreign league faces. They would love Indian players because that immediately increases the media value, it increases ticketing, sponsorship, everything. But as of now, I don't think that's going to change.
Right. Do you think, given IPL owners' involvement in this very league, do you think it will be more financially viable for this particular league in South Africa than before, and other competitive leagues?
You know, what the experience of T20 leagues has shown us is that it's critical to have the right owners, because more than the league, the owners drive progress and growth of a league. So if you have quality owners, that's a major plus. And that's why I think South Africa is lucky. They've got 6 IPL team owners participating there. So they'll bring energy, they'll bring experience, they'll bring all the best practices into South African cricket. So I think it's great to have the right owners, and that's the major plus point of any league starting. So whether it is the Emirates League in Dubai, whether it is also the West Indies League, the CPL, where also there are 3 Indian IPL teams present, I think everybody would love Indian franchises, and they would love Indian players. But sadly, the Indian players are not available.
It does seem like a mini IPL in South Africa, Amrit Mathur. The tournament was slotted to begin in 2017, but after multiple attempts, this league has finally taken off. It is finally taking off. What does it mean for cricket in South Africa?
It means a lot, because if you see the recent history of the last 10 years, there have been misgovernance, there have been sackings, there have been dismissals, there have been government inquiries, there have been all kinds of investigations into financial matters, and they've lost out on the cricket side also, because their players have been moving out, gone to county cricket. They've sort of opted out of playing for South Africa, refused contracts. So I think this is a way of retaining those players. You are able to now give them a certain financial security because of the T20 league. So I think it should turn out to be a good thing for South Africa. And after many failed attempts, as you mentioned, I hope with the new owners, which are IPL teams, I think they've taken the right step.
Well, I do hope that things turn out for good for Cricket South Africa and cricket in general. Amrit Mathur, thank you very much for joining us. We'll keep getting you the updates from the world of sports. Keep watching NDTV.